Real story. Don't open the door. It started 3 nights ago. I live in a small apartment, top floor, only one entrance. Around 2 a.m., someone started knocking. Not loud, just steady. Knock, knock, knock. I looked through the peephole. No one there. When I opened the door, the hallway was empty. I thought maybe it was a prank. But the next night it happened again. Same time, same rhythm. Only this time, there was a whisper. It said my name. I froze. I've never told anyone in this building my name. I stayed quiet. After a minute, the knocking stopped. I didn't sleep that night. On the third night, I set up my phone to record. 1:57 a.m. The knocking began. Through the peephole, I saw something. Not a person, a shadow. It looked like a person's outline, but it moved wrong, like it was trying to breathe through the door. The whisper came again, louder, closer. "Please let me in." I screamed, hit the lights. Nothing. It vanished. The next morning, I checked the recording. The camera shook when the knocking started. Then the doorknob turned, slowly, on its own. Then the whisper, "You shouldn't have looked." The video ended there. But there's something worse. When I checked the footage's reflection in the peephole, I saw a face. My face. But the timestamp says it was recorded 2 hours before I even pressed record. Last night, I nailed the door shut. I can still hear it knocking. But tonight, it's coming from inside the apartment. I don't remember ever letting it in. I didn't sleep. I sat in the corner of my room, watching the nailed door tremble. The knocking stopped around 4 a.m., but there was something worse. I heard breathing. Not outside, inside. I told myself it was my imagination, that maybe I was overtired hearing things. But then, something moved behind the couch. I grabbed a kitchen knife and whispered, "Who's there?" Nothing. Just silence. Then from the darkness, "You looked." I froze. The voice wasn't whispering anymore. It was calm, male, deep. I turned on my phone's flashlight and saw the edge of a shoe sticking out from behind the couch. I ran to the door, but the nails held it shut. I hit it, screamed for help. No one came. The sound of slow footsteps echoed across the room. He stepped out. A man, mid-40s maybe, wearing a hoodie, face covered in dried blood. His eyes were open too wide, his smile wrong, like he was forcing it. "You weren't supposed to see me," he said. I asked who he was. He tilted his head. "You let me in." My phone buzzed on the floor. A text notification. It was from my number. It said, "Check the peephole." I didn't want to look, but my body moved on instinct. I turned toward the door, and through the peephole, I saw myself, standing outside knocking. The man behind me whispered, "It's your turn now." The next thing I remember is waking up in complete darkness. My hands were bound. I could hear faint dripping, water, maybe blood, and footsteps pacing nearby. There was humming. A man's voice said softly, "Don't worry. I've been living here long before you moved in." I tried to scream, but something covered my mouth. Cold, metallic. Then from the dark, a light flickered on. I saw dozens of faces, mirrors, all of them. Me, and behind every reflection, him, smiling.